Hi, my name's William. I'm 11 and I do swimming. I swim 6 to 7 times a week, and it can be quite hard, and then sometimes it can be quite easy depending on how hard it is.
Brilliant. Last competition?
It was Junior League at the weekend. Our team came first and I came, I think, first 3 times, 3 or 4 times.
And your most memorable achievement?
Well, I've probably got 2. One is coming second at Midlands against one of the fastest people in the country, and being the fastest in the country for 200 backstroke when I was 10.
Harry Baxter, 17, athletics, 800 metres. I train every Tuesday and Thursday night at my athletics club at Lincoln Wellington. I do whatever my coach sets me, and at the weekend I'll either have a race, or if I'm not racing then I'll either do a session. The last competition I entered was the Anglian Schools Cross Country Championships at K4. I've just come back from injury, so I managed to finish 39th, but the 8th Lincolnshire finisher, so I qualified for the English Schools Cross Country Championships. My most memorable achievement is running 1 minute 56 seconds in the 800 metres last year, which placed me 79th in the UK at under 20s.
My name is Rachel Bell and I'm 16 years old and I do athletics. My training regime is I train 4 times a week. I do 1 gym session, 1 circuit session, 1 at the track and a session at the beach. I haven't done many competitions recently because it's been off season. My most memorable achievement was competing in the Olympic Stadium in May and winning a gold medal in the 4x100 metre relay.
This has been another exceptional year for me. I competed in the French Cup, earning myself a GB cap where I came 3rd and 2nd in my races. I've been on the British Swimming Talent Programme for the past 5 years, and in the last 2 years I've moved to distance freestyle swimming and open water swimming. In open water swimming it can be brutal, but at the same time it's just so much more exhilarating and I love it. My plans for the future are to make the 2016 Rio Olympics for open water, which is a 10,000 metre race, so I have to train for that distance now so that by the time I get there I'm a contender for the medals.
My name is Chris Brown, I'm 14 years old and I do archery and I've been doing it for about 3.5, 4 years. I aim to do about 15 hours a week of training. This includes shooting, exercises, at gym, at home and golden time planning. I've entered 16 competitions and won 14 of them. These have been for the county team, the East Midlands team and for internationals.
What is your most memorable achievement?
Coming 4th in the junior nationals last year.
My name is Joshua Brown, my sport is athletics and I'm 16 years old. I train 2 times a week, sometimes 3. The last competition I did was Sheffield Indoor, where I improved my shot by 1.30 m, which improved it to 12.66. The most memorable achievement this year was when I went to the English Schools final and came 7th overall.
I'm Alphabet, I'm 14 and I'm a swimmer. My training regime is I swim 8 times a week and they're 2 hours long, and I do 2 core work sessions. I've entered the Derby Open Meet and I achieved the 200 REM national time and zonal championships, and I achieved the 200 free national time. My most memorable achievement is probably when I broke Lizzie Simmons' club record for the 200 free and making the national final for the 200 free.
My name's Olivia Churchill, I'm 15 years old and my sport is table tennis. I train every day of the week apart from Tuesday, and I have competitions on Saturday and Sunday. I entered Sainsbury's school games with my team and I managed to pick up a silver and gold medal. I also competed in Masters, which was the top 14 in the country, and I came 6th. This then led to getting my first international in June last year, and also this year I've managed to get promoted to the Premier Division of JBL.
What is your most memorable achievement?
Getting selected for my first international last year.
You keep it 17, shot put. My training is quite intense. I do twice a week in the gym and twice a week for shot put. My last competition I entered was at Loughborough Open Meeting. I was through 10-17. My most memorable achievement was when I went to the Equestrian Games in Olympic Park and came first.
Abby Duncan, 16, athletics and cross country. I train 5 times a week, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays I train at Lincolnshire with Equestrian, and we do long runs on Sundays and usually on Mondays a core training session.
Last competition you entered, and what were the results?
The Northerns, and I came 2nd. Then the memorable achievement was the English Schools track competition, and I came 4th.
Theo Edwards, 16, fencing. My training regime is I train 3 times a week on Mondays, Thursdays and Fridays, and do fitness trainings at the weekend and sometimes during the week at school. Last competition I entered was the Under-17s regional foil competition for East Midlands, which I got a gold in. And my most memorable achievement was this Under-17s East Midlands regional foil competition, as it was my first gold medal. And it was quite a tough competition. I was pleased to win it.
My name's Ben Eldon, I'm 17 and my sport is angling. And my training routine, I like train whilst fishing, which is works out well for me. In the last 6 months I've fished in 3 nationals, and I've also fished many open matches and also lots of qualifiers for future matches. And my most memorable achievement is finishing 4th in the junior nationals.
Hi, I'm Jane Edrington. I'm 21 years old and I do Paralympic alpine skiing. I'm in the Paralympics because I'm registered blind. My training regime is full-time. I'm on the elite squad at World Cup, so it's at least 20 weeks on snow per year. In the past 6 months, I've entered international and European Cup races. I've won every race that I've finished, with the last being a gold in slalom. Most memorable achievement was probably having my first race in supergiant slalom, so that's my speed race, and winning.
Rebecca Friends, 15 and swimming. My training routine is about 6 and 7 times a week. My last competition was Rotherham Meet in January. I got 1 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze against able-bodied swimmers. My most memorable achievement is getting my British record in 200 breaststroke and qualifying for the World Championship trials this year.
My name is Luke Freeman, I'm 13 and my sport is cricket. My training regime consists of, at the moment, training for 2 hours every other week with my county squad, and at the minute I have 3 specialist batting sessions throughout the winter months. The cricket season spans between April and July, so I've been spending the winter months practicing my fitness and perfecting my technique ready for the coming season in Sable.
And what's your most memorable achievement?
I think it's just being selected for the county because it shows that the coach see potential in me and it gives me a chance to work on this with the county coaching team.
Georgie Fair. I'm 15 years old and I'm horse riding with eventing. On Monday it's a break for the horse, it's usually after competitions on a Sunday, and then I'll train on my own during the week, and usually on the Saturdays I'm training with coaches, which lasts about an hour. Our last competition was in October because of the season, and it was at Oathby Horse Trials with the British eventing in the B100, and I came third. My most memorable achievement was back in 2010, on my old pony, I won a national championship and came second in another, and I came in the top 10 for 2 pony trials.
My name is Ben Garnham and I play badminton, and I am 18. I train about 5 to 7 days a week, sometimes nearly every day, and it's normally around 3 to 4 hours a day, depending on the day obviously. Sometimes it's a bit of a rest, sometimes train hard. Involves strength and conditioning on the court, so obviously playing badminton, cardio and going to a gym. I've taken part in quite a few competitions, but most of the major ones are Welsh Senior International, a Scottish Senior International and Northumberland Junior International. And my best results probably in the Northumberland Junior International, I got to quarter-finals, but the main thing was that we beat a very highly ranked pair, the Scottish number ones, in the age group above, so that was a good result. And in the York Under-19 Open, I also got to a final for singles. I think my most memorable achievement is probably winning the Under-13 Nationals at mixed doubles, and if it's not after that, it's been coached and mentored by a previously England player.
My name is Megan Jilks. I am 14 years old and I do pistol shooting. I train 3 times a week and then once a weekend every month at Wolverhampton. I did the Jeff Partridge and I came second in the juniors and third in the ladies.
And your most memorable achievement?
Probably my most memorable achievement would probably be when I became first lady in Lincolnshire and second best junior.
My name's Amy Gott, my age is 12 and my sport is archery. My weekly training regime is just usually some exercises which I do 5 hours per week, and then I do technical drills using a clingy band for about 3 hours per week. My last competition I entered was a Portsmouth, which is a 60cm base, and my score was 540. My most memorable achievement is going to the outdoor nationals in 2011 and coming third, and going to the indoor nationals in 2011 and coming second and losing by 2 points.
My name is Elizabeth Gray, 13 years old, and I do spring hiking. I do 6 sessions a week and normally 2 sessions on Saturday, then 1 every day apart from Thursday. And my last competition was in October when I was selected for the GB International race in France. My most memorable achievement is probably being selected for the GB International race in France.
Hello, my name's Ella Hamilton. I'm 12 years old and my sport's swimming. My training regime, I do 12 hours in the pool, I do 1 hour of stretching and 1 hour of land training a week. My last competition that I had good results was Deepings in October. I had 4 events and I came first on 2 of them, second on 1 and third on the other. My most memorable achievement is definitely getting my first Midlands time, which is my 200 breast, which is definitely the race that is the hardest to beat.
I'm Martha Harris, I'm 18 and I play football. I train 4 times a week with 1 match, it's 2 weight sessions and 2 pitch sessions. I've got my first cap for England and we played Sweden in a friendly and we won 1-0.
Is that your most memorable achievement as well?
Yeah.
Bo Hayward, 16 from Lincoln, and I do triathlon. My training, I train about 6 times a week and I do different sports each day. My best competition was the Worlds in New Zealand. I came 31st in the triathlon and 10th in the equestrian. And the Worlds was my most memorable achievement because of the atmosphere and just being in New Zealand.
Jack Hodgson, 16, judo. My training regime is normally about 6 hours a week judo, then I've got my rugby games on top of that. Last competition I entered was the British Championships and I got 4th.
Achievement.
My most memorable achievement is a Commonwealth gold.
James Hurley, 13 and swimming. 10 hours a week swimming, 2 hours in 2 sets in the morning. There's Boston Open meet and I got 14 golds and 1 silver I think, and I got top boy in it.
And your most memorable achievement?
Winning county championships twice in a row.
My name is David Foster, I'm 14 and I play tennis. I train 3 to 4 times a week for about an hour and a half session. Last competition I entered was at Norwich, a grade 3. I came 3rd, got to semi-finals, but lost to the winner, did really well.
Achievement.
Most memorable achievement will have to be winning the county closed under 12 and coming runner-up next year.
I'm a kitchen, 15, and play hockey. I go to Doncaster on a Tuesday night from 7 till 9 training, and then I've got my gym at home. And on a Saturday, I do play games, and on a Sunday, we usually have tournaments or some sort of games.
Last competition you entered, and what was the result?
Just the National Hockey League, and we're doing indoor hockey. We're doing pretty well at the moment.
And your most memorable achievement?
Saving shots against Alex Danson and being selected to play for National League Hockey at the youngest age possible.
Hi, my name is Bryony. I'm 15 years old and I do modern pentathlon. My training regime is I swim 6 times a week, I shoot twice, I go fencing once a week and I ride once a week. My last competition was the National Triathlon and I came 15th. My most memorable achievement has definitely got to be when I came 4th at the National Youth Pentathlon Championships and also when I went to Hungary for a training camp with Team GB.
I'm Liz McTurnan, I'm 48 years old and I do para-triathlon. My training regime is currently about 11 hours a week. That's 3 hours in swimming, 4 hours on the road or track doing wheelchair racing and 4 hours on my handbike. on the road or on the turbo. My last major competition was the World Para-Triathlon Championships in New Zealand in Auckland in October, where I won bronze medal.
What is your most memorable achievement?
I have to say it's last year at the New Zealand Worlds, because we finally had a fully competitive field of 6 women instead of just a couple of us. So it was great to have won the bronze medal against 3 American girls that were also very good. So I have to up my training this year because it's getting more and more competitive.
My name's Alice, I'm 14 years old and my sport's trampolining.
What is your training regime like?
Oh my god, mental. I train, I think about 9 to 12 hours a week.
Last competition you entered, and what was the results?
I came 9th out of 60, I was one of the youngest one there.
Which competition was that?
Hull, I think.
What is your most memorable achievement?
In one competition I came 9th out of 60, qualified for the next level up and qualified for the nationals.
Hi, my name's Amber Moss, I'm 15 years old and my sport is fencing. My training regime consists of going to Nottingham to AC Fencing Club on a Monday night, having a private coach on a Wednesday, and then national training camps with the National Academy, normally once a month, and competitions mostly every weekend. My last competition was actually with the GB team, and we went to Poland. Out of about 300 odd girls, I came 45th. My most memorable achievement would be one of the Poland competitions, or coming 120th in Germany out of about 500 girls, and coming, well, a third in the British Youth Championships.
My name's Darby Murphy, I'm 16, my sport's eventing. Generally a lot of dressage to get ready for my competitions. I do a few show jumping competitions, and then I'll go out and do some cross-country training just to make sure the mare's up to where she needs to be, to make sure she's jumping and doing everything properly. I do a lot of running, far too many sit-ups, and eating salad, a lot of salad. My last competition was this morning. It was British show jumping, and I came first in the British novice. The weekend before that I went out and qualified for the gentry first place. The weekend before that I went for indoor cross country and came 4th and 1st in the 1890. But in the past 6 months I've not really had much to do because of the weather, and my mare's had 2 months off. My most memorable achievement was last year when I went to Novice Challenge at Burley and won. It's the first time she's done a dressage test the way she did, and I'm really proud of her.
Hi, I'm Roberta Sheffield, I'm known as Bert. I'm 32 years old and I compete in para-equestrian dressage and able-bodied dressage. I ride my 2 horses, Wonder Boy and Double Agent, just about every day. I train once a week with Gareth Hughes, who is an international dressage rider. I also train with Conrad Schumacher and Ellen Boncher. About once every 6 weeks I have 2 or 3 days with them. They are Olympic medalists in normal able-bodied dressage. In the past 6 months I have competed internationally at Bishop Burton International in Yorkshire. I won 2 of my 3 classes there. I was the high scoring Brit of the competition with 73.4%, and that was a fantastic experience. I was also second in the national championships, in the Cabis national championships, which is the most prestigious of the 3 para national championships. I've also qualified for the BD Winter Regional Championships at medium level, which is the level above in difficulty, I compete as a para competitor.
My name is Abby Small. I'm 12 years old and I do gymnastics. I train 5 days a week, which concludes to 15 hours. My last competition was representing Lincolnshire in the regional team, and we came third. My most memorable achievement is representing East Midlands in the national finals.
My name is Emma Tonner, I'm 17 and do flat water, sprint and marathon kayaking. My training regime is 6 days a week and that consists of all sorts of different training. My favourite competition in the last 6 months was an international in Topeka, where I got 2 golds and a silver. My most memorable achievement ever was my first international selection.
I'm Ashton Turner, 16, and I play golf. I train every day really, in night times after school and then at weekends all day, on the course, range, practicing all different areas of my game. The last competition which I entered, I got selected for, was the Australian Youth Olympics Festival in Sydney, where I gained a silver medal, which was nice to achieve because it symbolised a good winter's training.
Kane Walker, I'm 16 and I do athletics.
Mike?
I normally train 4 times a week, mostly doing hurdles, but I'm not like 20-minute run, and I go like some stretching, and I sort of get into like a pattern about hurdling, so I get used to it when I'm out on the track when I'm competing. But I did 400-metre hurdles. It's not the, you know, the nationals, like the national championship, like where everyone in England goes, like the best people. I finished, I think it was 6th in my heat. There's 2 heats, so I didn't get to the final, but I think it's about 2 milliseconds, something like that. But you can't do it about that, can you?
What's your most memorable achievement?
Probably my first year competing. Like I was like fresh. I think I've been training for about a couple of months, so not long at all. I went to the national championships, the indoor, and I come, I think, 4th for the time, 53 seconds, 84 I think.
James Walton, 11, and modern pentathlon.
What's your training routine like?
2 hours a week of most sports.
Have you been in any competitions recently?
The last one was the national triathlon, where I came 12th.
What was your most memorable achievement?
Probably getting 5th in the national triathlon a couple of years ago.
I'm Rebecca Ward, I'm 15 and I do athletics. I train 6 times per week, including going to the club 2 or 3 times, depending on the season. The rest I do on my own, based on a programme given to me by my coach Rob. These runs range between 40 and 70 minutes, but Friday is my rest day, and if I'm not racing the next day, then I do circuits. The last competition I entered was the Anglian Schools, which I came 3rd.
And your most memorable achievement?
When I became the under-17 Northern 3,000 metre champion, which I did in an English Schools qualifying time.
My name is Brandon Westlake, I'm 17 and I'm a swimmer. My training, I do 9 or 10 swim sessions a week and 3 or 4 gym sessions. In the past 6 months I haven't really been competing that much, but in the competitions that I've entered it's been okay. It's more sort of training this time of year. And the most memorable achievement is becoming double national champion last July, 102 in the back.
I'm Maya Westlake, I'm 15, I swim. I train 9 times a week and do 4 land training sessions on poolside. In the last 6 months I've done 3 competitions and used them as training weeks. I've been on my PBs, which is good, looking good for the end of the year at Nationals. My most memorable achievement has been coming 4th in the 15-16-year-old age group for the 200 metres freestyle.
I'm Bethany Winter, I'm 14 and I do trampolining 3 days a week, 3 hours ago.
Last competition you entered and what was the results?
National C comp in Gillingham. Overall it didn't go as I planned, but I'm going to improve for next time.
And your most memorable achievement?
My most memorable achievement was when I qualified for National C in January last year.
My name's Luke, I'm 17 and I'm a rower. We train 5 days a week at the minute, mostly indoor gym work. Last competition, Burton Head. We were the fastest crew of the day, so we won our event. We also won another trophy for being fastest crew.
Most memorable achievement?
Today it's been competing for Britain at GB France. Most memorable.
My name is Robert York, I am 17 years old and I'm winter. I train for about 20 hours a week, 7 hours in the gym and 13 hours at my walls. The last competition I entered was the Europeans and I came 5th. My most memorable achievement was the Europeans where I came 5th, best international result so far.
Go.
What?
So
You
name,
started?
name, age and sport.
Oh, that's just harsh.
What now?
So, we don't even do the training bit.
No. Age and sport.
Should I go now? I'm 11 years old. I'm swim. Right.
Say your name.
Oh, what?
Say your name.
You're going to laugh this time, yeah.
Okay, when you're ready.
What's that now?
Yeah.
This time.
Go. When you're ready.
Questions? Yeah, this one isn't going to go on the blooper, innit?